The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The end result, 21 yards.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Great.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to steal about it.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
But as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Prescott.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Play action now. Prescott.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott yet again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and brings up fourth. Here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On play action, Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one is right through. Well, they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
Some strong running at the 20.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's into the clear again.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's got his man on the outright. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott off play action. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here go 47.
To the air again, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd.
Oh, Prescott stripped. It is picked up by the Eagles. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's up to the 24.
Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Prescott from the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Swift going to try up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
55 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the lead swells, 35-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Prescott.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Shrugs him off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Here's Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
Oh, heck of a move. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.